What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and we're back with some more content. What did you expect? We're back with some settlement survival. And as time goes on through this series, we are still kind of trying to stabilize our basic materials. Food is finally settled. We got some roads to hopefully help out with the cold. Previously, we were thinking about getting another sawmill to catch up on our domestic fuel because that is running low. The only problem with that is we're also going to have to keep up with timber production. But keeping our people alive is definitely what's most important. Is definitely the most important thing right now. So we're gonna go ahead and get a second sawmill. We'll get a second sawmill behind the chapel. And stone is doing okay, so we'll go ahead and get a stone road to connect that as well. We have our 2 research institutes going on, so that should help us with our XP because we only have 3 points available right now. We took a pause on our linen and our cut stone. All of our towers are turned off. We rebuilt this one because we extended our housing a little bit. 7 citizens want new homes, 4 are inside of the apartment, so we're not doing too bad on that. We could go ahead and probably get another 2 houses in this area, and then we're gonna have to expand towards the mountains. I don't really want to do that, but at the end of the day, again, you can always demolish the buildings and place them elsewhere. We are in January, so it is pretty chilly. Hesitant to go ahead and send out my colonists to go gather lumber, but we are kind of in desperate need of it. So let's just go ahead and gather the stuff that is close to the homes, making sure that they don't have to go far, and hopefully have enough time to get back home before they get frostbite. Because that obviously is not what we want at all. We don't want that. We have 5 people in the quarry getting stone for us. That should be good to boost that back up. We have the advanced tailor now, but we're sticking with the rough clothes instead of the down jackets. Just because we're not really ready to start using our other textile materials yet. I'd like to get more of a stockpile on those. Alpaca wool's doing decent and leather's doing decent, but we're no longer growing flax to make linen. And as of right now, it'd be nice to stock up on the food. So we're gonna go ahead and put a pause on that for now. Let's go ahead and speed up the time while we get the second sawmill finished up. And then we'll start thinking about making planks as well on the side. Our next step is probably going to be sand mining. That's going to be in mining. Of course, it's sand mining. But we need to start gathering some clay and sand for some of these buildings we want to make. Just gotta make sure we have the workers for it. We have only 7 kiddos in school. 0 births last season. Lucian the hunter died of old age. Cemetery's getting full. Go ahead and wait for this sawmill to get finished. We'll probably only put 2 people in here for now. And we'll make some domestic fuel. Which gives us 2 workers elsewhere. Might be time for new buildings though. I don't want to put more people in the mine. With iron, we're doing just fine. Sand mining. If we want to place this, can we place this anywhere close? Probably not, because we had the same problem with the reed farm. We could place it here. And then let's place it here. And we'll also start thinking about getting a transfer station. We won't make it a warehouse. Let's go ahead and get that down. And with that being the case, does that mean we can get a reed farm in this area or no? Something we'll check on in a little bit. Let's make sure our few laborers are staying busy. Paul the forester has died of old age, so we actually only have 1 worker left. And you are out of reed, aren't you? Yes, you are, which means we need a reed farm. We have 166 shoes. Let's take one person out of this just to fit wow, stuttered a bit there. Just to free up some workers. Honestly, take both of them out. We'll pause that building. Pause. Pause. We are full on capacity of clothing. But we'll just have you act as a laborer now. We'll keep you in there. Oh, we need planks for the transfer station. Okay. Let's catch up on fuel first, since our winter is just now about to end. And then we'll start thinking about getting planks. Let's start with sand. We'll only put one worker in there. She's gonna have to travel a ways back to store things, but I'm not too worried about it because we're not in desperate need of sand or clay. We could, if we desperately need workers, we could just bring people off of the builder's cabin. Let's take you off for now. And let's go ahead and just get a bunch of trees. I know I don't do this often, but we're just gonna take out chunks. And then we'll keep an eye on how fast it takes, or how long it takes the trees to grow back when we take it out in chunks. We'll do some experimenting here, but we're also in desperate need of timber, so we just need to kind of gather some. New tech point. Our research institute is getting us a decent amount of XP, which is great news. We're still at 2,800 food, and we are still, we're already sowing our crops again. So we're pretty good there. Alpacas still only have one in there. We need a few more. Like, why not just capture these guys? Throw them in the pasture. Right? You are our stone cutter. We should not have anybody in there. Did we make any cut stone? We have 62. So in case we need to make a building that requires cut stone, we should have a little in reserve. We're not going to make any cut stone roads right now. 5 slots in the graveyard. 4 years until the bandit raid. We're going to hold off on training more people just because we kind of need them to work our buildings. And let's get a nice little look at our village. We haven't zoomed in a little bit. Check out what they're doing. Let them catch up on their work. Get us some more timber. Got our people working in the quarry, working the crops. You can hear in the background people are chopping down the trees. Gathering water from the well over here. We have that gold deposit. Once we get transfer stations up, honestly, instead of building a second marketplace, I wouldn't mind moving our quarry elsewhere. The only problem is these mountains, but these mountains basically don't do anything for us besides provide a choke point, because we can't fit a mine under there. So once we get, is it construction? Where can we, like landfills and river digging? You can transform mountains into flat ground, so we might just flatten this out. Merchant, 50 Ps for 58 gold. I mean, that really doesn't get us anything, but we'll take it. Why not? A little extra money doesn't hurt. That pays for 2 months' salary for one of our arrow towers. And we're doing pretty well on food. Timber's finally starting to catch up. Let's make sure we keep gathering plants, especially along the coast, so we can get some more reed. Oh, I know you're lying. If I'm not mistaken, that just said we're about to get hit by a tornado. I know you're lying to me. Where's this tornado gonna hit? A small tornado will destroy trees and crops and harm citizens and animals in its path. The size of the tornado will become smaller when destroying trees along the way. Of course, we just chopped down all those trees. I also noticed that the camera is a little bit hazy. Does moving in help with that? Does changing the lighting help with that? Yes. If we make it brighter, it makes it better. There. Now you guys don't have to deal with the annoying stuff. Still working out the camera a bit and working out the lighting. But I think it's about to rain in real life, so maybe that's why, because it got a little darker. I usually record a lot earlier than this too. This is more of an afternoon recording. Where's this tornado at? Susie died of old age. Why can we not see the tornado? Am I tripping? Did y'all see a tornado? Where's this thing at? Did it already dissipate? Is it gone? Are we in the clear? People dying of old age. It's not what we really need right now. We did have 2 more kiddos go to school. 5 births occurred last season. That's good news. Dude, where's this tornado? As long as it's not over our buildings, I don't really care. But it's making me nervous. Like, where is it? Maybe it'll go over the bandit camp. Wouldn't that just be perfect? That would be great. Oh, I hear it. Oh my goodness! Keep going along the river. Keep hitting those trees. You're telling me that's a small tornado? That thing looks huge. Please don't hit our buildings. Whoa, 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 whoa. Pause. We just lost 2 people to the tornado. Forester and a builder. Alright, let's pull one of you off of here. We also need to think about another grave site. We're just gonna use a bunch of our stone. Another builder died in a tornado. Why are you guys going over there? What are you doing? What are you gathering? Pause. Cancel anything that you guys have over here. They must be going for this stuff. They were. Dang it, we didn't micromanage. I didn't even think about that. Alright, that was kind of our bad. That was our bad. We kind of sent our citizens to their death there. That was, not good of me. But we need a cemetery. Need a cemetery. Where are we gonna build the second one? We'll build it up here for now. Dude, these things last forever. Imagine if that ripped through the center of our colony, dude. Oh my goodness. I might have just quit right there. That would have been awful. That would have been absolutely horrible. At least it's going eastward. That's a level 1 tornado. I find that ridiculous. Like, how high does it even go? Level 5? I mean, geez, does that cover half the map? That'd be ridiculous. And it takes away our stone and iron on the ground? You bastard. Alright. Everything's cool, calm, and collected over here. Crops are getting harvested. We even have seagulls flying around. But man, dude. Talk about bad luck. Can't believe we sent our people out like that. The size of the tornado will become smaller when destroying trees along the way. But has it though? Has it become smaller? Because it looks the same size. It'd be really crazy if it like picked things up and threw it out, like trees that destroyed our buildings. I'd be pretty upset if that happened. Alright, that's pretty loud. We'll go ahead and stop looking at the tornado. I think we can go ahead and speed things up now though. Tornado shouldn't harm us any further. It looks like it's going towards off the map. Well, folk, we experienced our first natural disaster, tornado, together. I have never seen that before. That was a little intense and crazy. We only have 3 builders left. Anywhere else missing places or missing workers where we need them? Excuse me. I don't think so. I think everywhere else is good. Could honestly take somebody out of the school, but if kids are already enrolled in the school, I don't know if that resets their progress. I don't think I want to risk that. We need them to graduate as soon as possible. Tornado still here? No, tornado looks gone. I hope. Still has this though, a warning. But I think we're safe to 10 times speed it. We just kind of need events to run through now. Wait for our kiddos to graduate. This cemetery's done. We are getting a nice stockpile of stone, and we just built this cemetery. So if we need more workers, we can always take people off the quarry. That won't be a big deal. I think because we cut down all the trees in this area though, animals are gonna go further. Which means our hunter's hut probably won't be as efficient. I just kind of need housing in this area. Make sure people stay warm. I mean, maybe it wouldn't hurt to build 1 marquee, but we need to spend the research for it. We almost have livability. Wow, I cannot speak today. Livability proficiency, level 1. It's at 98%, which gives a max vitality and stamina plus 10% to all of our citizens. Science proficiency, haven't done any trade. Mining, construction's at 62. 23, 22, and 19. So livability is definitely our highest one. Two bursts occurred last season. Kiddos are reaching the school age. Happiness at 67. Health is at 86. Another tech point. We now have 3. We just don't have workers to make new buildings. Transfer station also takes cut stone and planks. So as of right now, that's a little expensive for us. But once we start putting more things along the water, it'll be really helpful. We have 118 sand. Let's go ahead and switch this over to clay. Once we get about 100 clay, we'll probably turn this building off because we don't need that stuff for a lot. At least not until we do our research. We are completely maxed out on compost, so let's take a person off of there. And let's just go ahead and gather more trees. We'll go through the choke point area. 3 years until bandits. Keeping it on 10 times speed for a while so we can get more colonists. Should be set on pretty much everything. Shoes are running low. How are we looking on read? 100. Takes 10 to make 5, so we can make about 50. Sheila just graduated. That's awesome. Put you in builders. $4,000 and 3,800 XP. So those are granting us nice XP bonus. We just got a level and we're about a quarter of the way through, a little bit over. It's starting to get a little phasey again, isn't it? The camera. Don't know if there's much I can do about that. Can't make it any brighter. It goes darker. Yeah, it just gets worse. We'll leave it like that for now. Might need another light source in that corner maybe. So it's this side that maybe is getting a little too dark. That causes that. You can see a little bit of shadow. I wonder if it fixes if I set my green screen at a different angle. Maybe. If I back it up some. No, that didn't help. I apologize if that's annoying. You guys might just have to deal with it for this episode. And I'll look into it after we're done recording here. Timber is at 82. Even after gathering all those trees. Our stockpiles are getting full though. Where can we go ahead and put another one? Logistics, storage yard. We'll put another one off to the side over here. Not a huge deal that it's over there. Still pretty close to quite a few things. And this will all just be temporary until we can get warehouses. Then we'll probably end up destroying all this stuff. Making it more organized. Werner graduated. Let's get you two in there. Eliana graduated as well. Fuel's doing okay. Let's get some planks going. Feel like it's getting close to time for another gatherer's hut. Take out all these trees on the corner. That should give us a decent amount of wood. And then we'll just kind of keep an eye on that. We'll put somebody back in the tailor. Four more bursts. Suzanne the herdsman died of old age. Didn't have anybody to replace her, but we don't need 6 workers or builders right now. So we'll take one off of there. See. No, because if I move that, that's going to change the camera as well. I was thinking maybe we can change the angle of our lighting Made it a little bit better, and it didn't move the camera too bad. But this screen that I have right here, which is where I have all my recording stuff, my camera, my light, is kind of at an angle towards me, where my main monitor where I play the game right here is a straight shot, which is why you always see me facing this direction. This is where my game is. This is where my camera is on my second monitor. That did seem to help the camera a little bit, which is good. I tend to record during the mornings and around noon. So I might just have to find something out for when I record in the afternoon, because I don't usually have issues in the morning. Vivian graduated school. Shouldn't we have a laborer then? Or no, that's because the transfer station just got finished. I don't know how much inventory the transfer station has. Make sure we're gathering the reed over here, especially before it gets cold. Food is doing okay. Water is starting to go down. Water is definitely getting used up. Might need a second person in clothing soon as well. We'll see. We did have her taking off for a little bit. Already made 60. So she might be able to keep up. Mining, sand and clay. We can go ahead and turn this off for now. For several months in a row, when the market vendors are taking stock, they had found that certain small items constantly go missing, and their records just couldn't match up. They finally decide to investigate the entire market, but where should they start their investigation? Truthfully, I don't know what the better option is for this. We'll just go ahead with the plank wall. The hollow plank wall contained a squirrel nest and a large amount of supplies. Now, why would we leave things alone? You would take them away, right? Squirrel ran away with a squeak. We got feathers, herb, alpaca wool, more herb, iron tools, and gears. Okay. Gears is more of a late game thing. Work efficiency plus 10%. We have enough to put that in a building somewhere. What about our forester's hut? That takes reinforcement, and that's just to help with the building getting destroyed. Not worried about that. Need baskets there. Iron tools, we could improve the work efficiency at our farms, but I think food's doing okay. Ooh, we could put them in our well, and that'll stop us from needing the reservoir anytime soon. Since we have them, let's do it. Let's upgrade our well. Might as well spend them. No point in being stingy. Tools are maxed out. Let's increase your capacity to 250. Because having a stock up on iron tools is not a bad thing, especially if we can use them to upgrade. And let's slow things down while we look at technology, because what is the next thing we're going to want to go for? Cut stone for the boiler room. First of all, how are we doing on planks? We're at 58, but fuel is about maxed out. So you can keep making planks for now. Probably even take a person off of here. But my point is that boiler room is going to use domestic fuel. Cut stone to build. But that might be worth so that we don't necessarily need houses in this area for people to stay warm. They'll just need to go back home to eat. Might be worth placing some of those down, especially if we're going to keep expanding. Rather than trying the marquee technique. Let's start getting paper, but again, we're going to need reed, and that's going to use more water. Trade. I don't know if there's really anything we want to trade right now. Refined fuel. That's for the kiln, which helps us make glass and brick. Also steel. Fat into lamp oil and glass bottles into lanterns. So we're gonna need glass production. Could finally get the apiary, but honestly, we're looking pretty good on food. Processing, we do have oats, but we don't have wheat. Wheat or oats into flour or malt. Oh, actually, I think I know what I'm gonna do here. Which might require us to get a reservoir, but for right now, we're gonna get our first orchard down. What's in range here? If we put our orchard down, we might have to build another tower. Let's put the orchard here. And we'll make it... We'll keep it 12 by 9. 12 by 9. Only problem is the northwestern corner up here won't be protected. If we lose an orchard, especially if we're just making coffee, I'm not too worried about it. Which is going to require us to get... Where's it at? Drinks, which is gonna allow us to get the tea shop. We can also get the winery and start making beer with our oats, but we're also going to need to make malt, I'm pretty sure. A nice little quick save. We do have some laborers, so let's make sure we're still gathering plants. Looks like all of our reed is eaten up. We'll get 2 people over here. And then that's going to be all our laborers for now. But let's make sure we're still chopping down trees, even though we are looking pretty decent. Looking pretty good on timber right now. But as you can see, maybe it's just me, but I feel like these trees are taking a lot longer to grow around our area now. Start stocking up on some coffee, then we'll worry about stocking up on water. If we need a second big well, we will. If not, we'll start thinking about a reservoir. So we should be able to make now. Science, reservoir. Yeah, we just need clay and sand. Not bad. I don't even... Honestly, we don't need that right now. Don't need that. If we wanted to rush, though, rush our technology, we could just get landfill right away, even this out, and then we can place buildings along the water here. Might not be a bad idea for us. Lucy the herdsman has died of old age. Isabella replaced her. I think now that we've used this cemetery, we can go ahead and demolish it. And I don't know if the gravestones go away, but you can build over them. I mean, I know the gravestones go away after a period of time. So if we were to leave this here, after so many years, some of those grave sites would clear up and allow more people to be buried there. But since we have this other one going and this one's full, we'll just go ahead and destroy it. Might even put some houses in here, because 7 citizens still want new houses. Go ahead and speed things up again. We have a new wave of immigrants, which will be perfect, and another excuse to get us some more houses. We should have more than enough room in our apartments, though. So we probably won't build more houses until the immigrants get here. 1 birth last season. 21 students, 19 kiddos. That brings our population to 100 on the dot. Our next town administrator will be given once our population reaches 150. Then we'll get another bonus. Looks like this new livestock acquired when we got our cattle is going to last for about 6 more years, and then we'll be able to replace him and get a new bonus. Nelson the hunter died of old age. We're actually doing really well on food right now. And even water is still starting to slow down, so it might be time to get a reservoir. We're not really getting any cubs right now, so let's go ahead and just keep 1 person on the hunter's hut. Yes, they do grab textiles for us, which is nice. I just think we have other things to worry about right now. Keep gathering some plants. Trees around us are finally starting to grow back. Not very many plants for us to gather, though. I think we should just go ahead and research reservoir now. This probably is not going to fit anywhere. No. Doesn't fit unless we go all the way up here. It's a lot farther than I want it to be. Couldn't even put it on this side if we wanted. Put it here, but we need a pathway through the mountains. Definitely not worth to go all the way around. I mean, realistically, just for the water's sake, if we put it here and then put it at the transfer station, it's just going to require a few more workers than we'd like. But it's really not that far away from the home. I mean, it's probably just as far, if not closer, than the forester's hut. So we'll go ahead and get it down. We'll also open that up. Now, I'm surprised that we're getting medicinal powder all the way over here. I'm guessing the transfer station is a closer journey than up here. Even right here, I mean, it's at 90%. Merchant, what do you want? Poop, but we only have 541. We'll give you 110 stone. We're all the way up to 724. Give us a nice 800 gold. And in fact, we'll take 2 people out of here because we need workers for our reservoir. Checkpoints. Not interested in anything quite yet. Bandits are invading. They'll be here shortly. Last time they came through here, so we need to pay close attention this time for when they come. And make sure our towers are ready a month before. It kind of looks like this is layered on top of something for some reason. Like there's a second event under it. But I don't think that happens. I could be wrong, but I don't think that happens. Philip the Forester fell to death because of mobility difficulties? Was he just old? What does that even mean? Our cleric died of old age, but they got replaced. So there goes all those workers we just freed up. Annoying. Oh no, we already have the reservoir built. Houston wants to say hi. So water production should be in a pretty good spot. Houston's just gonna chill here. You guys might be able to hear him purr. He is a loud purr. Maybe it's not picking up on the mic. Doesn't look like my mic's moving when he does it. Maybe when I talk you guys can hear it though. Harriet just graduated. I think we're only gonna leave one person in the reservoir for now and just see how that goes. Shoes are running low, but we're doing pretty well on everything else. I wonder if there's really anything that we want to push for research right now. Could start thinking about getting the tea shop. I don't know what coffee is under. Is that under food raw materials? No. Beverage. Yes. That makes a lot more sense. We did have quite a few people just graduate, but we need to wait until the very first harvest of coffee beans before we get our tea house. For those of you that don't know, Houston is one of 3 of our cats. We have Houston, Maverick, and Enzo. Houston is the oldest. He's just probably the most needy. Enzo, who is our youngest, can be pretty needy too, but he's more needy at night and likes to cuddle with you when you're sleeping. And also, he's a bigger cat, and he likes to lay on my face and suffocate me at night. So that's always a good time. But Houston is our lover boy. It looks like we're out of reed. Okay, Houston, I gotta drop you. I gotta focus for a minute. We need to be gathering more reed, making sure our laborers stay busy, especially since we have 3 people who aren't doing anything at the moment. Should we think about the reed farm now? Might be time to do it. We could even put it right here. Can't fit it in there, but we can put it here. Let's do it. Let us do it. Alright. Our woodcutter died of old age. Gatherer died of old age. 10 slots left in our gravesite. We'll get 1 person on the reed farm. That way we don't necessarily have to worry about gathering it. Timber's doing okay. Stone is doing perfectly fine. Want to wait on our houses till we get the immigrants. We just lost Bart due to old age. But Lauren had just graduated, so we still have 1 free worker. 18 kiddos, 25 kiddos in school. You're going to be gathering reed for us. Another new tech point. Movement speed of logistic workers. Since we have extra tech points, we'll go ahead and get that. And that'll help boost the efficiency of our person in our transfer station. Any other like passive things we want to get right now? Like animal slaughter could be nice. But again, we're not in desperate need of food. And that only helps with meat and fat. Oh no, it's the output of products other than meat and fat. So that would help with our textiles. But that's going to require 3 tech points and only leave us with 1 left. So I don't know if I want to do that yet. Plus we're going to want the drink soon and maybe even the boiler room. So we'll hold off. Riley graduated from school. We can put you in the forester's hut for now. Make sure we're still gathering some plants because our builders are not building anything. So they can work elsewhere. Keep them busy. Bandits are coming soon. Second bandit raid for us. This one should be a little tougher than the last one. Once we start keeping up with our textiles, we'll put another person making shoes again. How are planks doing? 163. Let's switch you over to domestic fuel, since winter's about to hit. 163 should be plenty of planks. It'd be nice to get some bricks. Or actually, we only need cut stone to increase the storage of these. So actually, we have 80. Let's at least upgrade this one. That gives us another 30% of room. Miners in the settlement feel that the current explosive used for mining are not powerful enough to substantially improve mining efficiency. Thus, they want to develop new explosives, but they couldn't figure out how much saltpeter should be used in the formula. We want smaller explosions. No one was hurt. That's what we want. I'm not sure if the bigger explosion gives you materials, actually, because that didn't. But then you end up getting people injured or potentially killed. We can't afford that. Maybe once we have some free people to experiment with, which sounds horrible, but you gotta do what you gotta do for the sake of the game. Maybe then we'll do the bigger explosion if we get that event again. But right now we'll play it safe. It is also starting to rain, which I'm praying that we don't lose power in the middle of my recording. That would be horrible. That'd be horrible. Repairman. When did you pass? Elaine. Died of old age. That only leaves us 8 slots. We'll 5 times speed it for a second. Just kind of let events play out. We'll go ahead and boost clothing to 200 just so we can stockpile it a little more, and then we'll take someone off there, place them elsewhere. Looks like plants are getting harvested no problem, so let's make sure that we're keeping up with that. There's not a lot of plants to be harvested, to be fair. Breed production has finally started for us. How are we doing on clay and sand now that we built a few buildings? 88 and 110. We'll keep it for now. They already got 600 water last year. And they didn't even work a full year, and that's only with 1 person. The water should be more than good now. Honestly, probably don't need 3 people in here. So we'll go ahead and take them off. Or at least 1 person off. There's a decent amount of plants in this area we'll grab real quick. On the border of our gatherer's hut. Timber's doing fine. Fuel is getting back up there, and we're only halfway through winter. Are immigrants here yet? No. They're right down here. Coming in as we speak. And then we can really start to take off again. Build some more buildings. But we also have to pay attention to our basic resources. Make sure we're not running out. Starting to rain pretty hard. Alright, 12 immigrants, we'll take you. 1 of you have cholera, but we should have the research needed to take care of that. You guys should have a home to go into. Why do you all instantly go up here first? That's interesting. Alright, you all have homes. I know, like in real life, this is really bad to build houses on top of cemeteries. But for the game's sake, we're gonna build 3 of them. We're just gonna do it. 16 citizens want new houses. So yeah, we gotta start getting our building or our housing going again. Beavis! Beavis and Butthead. We got a Beavis in our colony. Alright, again, we're paying attention. So we're about a month away. People are hungry, but we got plenty of food. Houston came back. He must be scared of the rain. I guess you can chill for a little bit. As long as you behave. Better behave. Let's put one more person in the builder's hut. Let's go ahead and boost this up by 2. So we can get close to enough for a formation. Everywhere else, I think we're good on workers. Now that we're getting reed production, we'll go ahead and put another person making shoes. Could also get another knitting workshop, and start making baskets for our people. Are you getting down? Okay. Alright, 2 houses are built. Go ahead and speed up at least until this event kicks. We also need to be gathering as much as we can with this many laborers. And we'll send some of our people. That was actually really a horrible idea. Because we need people in the towers and now they're going to be busy. So let's go ahead and set that up now. One person just went into the tower. I'm not sure why you're starving when we have plenty of food. Farmer died of old age. We have 7 slots left. Everybody's working right now. We'll get a 4th person in here. That boosts our salary up to 100 per month. So as soon as this bandit raid hits, we're definitely going to want to get people out of here. I'm also kind of tempted to just put up a caravan. To just do it. A small trading post. So we can start getting more silver. And be less stingy with our money. I don't think it's time for that quite yet, though. Boost our production to 300. I know that the rain is pretty loud. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. After this bandit raid, we'll go ahead and wrap up the episode in case it is too loud. I don't want it to be annoying for you guys and ruin the content for you. We're getting close to our hour mark anyways, so perfect timing. But it's starting to storm pretty bad. Alright, let's see how this bandit raid is. We got 4 people in the towers, hopefully enough to take care of them. For any odd reason, it was a double event. It was a double event. We have a wild beast and bandits at the same time. And people aren't going to be able to get here in time, are they? Can you go like straight into the arrow tower, please, 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 please? You're still far away. Whatever you're doing, put that down and go into the arrow tower. Like, why are you just sitting there, dog? Go into the arrow tower. Alright, we lost our gatherer's hut, but now we have our archers in the tower. Or at least one of them. Tiger's starting to take some damage. Bandits are, of course, going this way, and our person... our person is resting. They have 4 members. He's attacking our tower. I think we're going to take the tiger down, though. Not quite. We'll leave those people in the tower just for now. They're going to attack our farm. I'm not too worried about that because we do have plenty of food. It does suck that we lose those crops, but it is what it is. They're not gonna get there in time, are they? Luckily, we have 2 people in here. They're gonna attack our cut stone as well. Did the beast leave? The beast must have left. Bandits are being taken care of. Let's go ahead and rebuild this crop. Rebuild this gatherer's hut. Are the bandits dead? You have destroyed a group of bandits. Let's rebuild that. Get everybody out of the towers. Seeing as that was a double event, I can't complain. I think we did okay. We only lost 3 buildings. They didn't make it to our town hall. I'd say that was a successful defense. Definitely excited to start getting our troops. Now that we have our immigrants, we'll definitely be able to do that. Before we end things, we'll go ahead and max it out at 8 number of trainees. And then we'll also start thinking about getting our spear camp, which we should have enough resources for. We have planks and we have cut stone. Without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and end the episode here. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.